Hey there, and welcome back to 3 Days to Better SEO. I'm so excited to talk to you about technical SEO today, kind of break down what technical SEO is and show you some technical SEO best practices that you can be applying to your Show It website today. All right, so what is technical SEO? Well, the best way to describe it is basically what's happening behind the scenes of your website and knowing how to optimize the back end of your website. So we're going to look at things like content hierarchy, code organization, the use of proper text tags, image optimization and image SEO, and SEO titles and meta descriptions. But before we jump into Show It and kind of go through all of this, I just want to further explain, these topics so that when you go into Show It, you have a clear idea of what you're doing and why you're doing it. All right, so what should you do to optimize your technical SEO? Well, the first thing that we're going to look at is we're going to look at our SEO titles and our meta descriptions, and we're going to learn how to optimize these. SEO titles and meta descriptions are titles and descriptions that are actually embedded in the code of your website. They're not actually visible on the website itself. And the purpose of them is they're the title and the description used in a search results page. So if you go to Google and you type in a keyword and you see all those titles and little descriptions that show up and you're able to click on any, choice that you would like, those are SEO titles. And they're important because we want to make them optimized for the human eye so that people feel like, excited to click on it. We want it to be clear about what they're about to click on before they even go to your website. So leaving them blank doesn't do us any good because usually Google just pulls in whatever they want, or they'll just pull in the page name like home or about or portfolio, and that's not optimized. We want to add keywords and make sure that is clear about what people are about to click on. So when they go to your site, they see what they're expecting to see. All right, so the next thing we're going to look at is optimizing your headers with keywords. Headers are H2s, H3s, and H1s. If you're not sure what that is, it'll be a bit more clear and Show It when I show you. But basically, if you have a text box, you can set it as a header or a paragraph. And there's a few different types of headers. Like I mentioned, H1, which is your main header. So your page, kind of like title, like saying, hey, Google, this is what my page is about. And you have subheaders, so H2s and then H3s, which are headers that go under those H2s. Again, this will all make sense as we look at this hands-on in the next video. But we want to make sure that our headers include keywords. The next thing that we're going to look at is updating your text tags and Show It for each text box. So this kind of goes hand in hand with the optimizing your headers with keywords, but we want to make sure that every single text box and Show It is using the correct text tag. So either H1, H2, H3, or paragraph. And this is going to help Google better understand the hierarchy of your website and better understand what you're talking about and what's important on that web page. The next thing we're going to look at is organizing your Show It elements. Show It is an incredible website platform that I recommend to everyone. However, the only thing that is a little bit confusing is you don't get to see the code. You don't get to see any of the back end. So it's a little bit confusing to know if our website is optimized on the back end and in order on the back end. I think a lot of people may just assume that, hey, my website looks really good. On the back end, it must look good as well. But that's not always the case. And so we're going to use a website called Browsio.net, and we're actually going to be able to see what the back end of our Show It website looks like, and then know how to optimize it if needed. Again, the hands-on tutorial following this video is going to help you better understand how to actually organize your Show It website. The next thing is set up these SEO plugins like Yoast and Smush Pro on your WordPress website. If you are using Show It's Tier 2, which is, I think, the basic blog, they have some pre-selected plugins, and there's I think they're already set up, but we'll go and look at those. But if you're on an advanced Show It blog, then there are some other plugins that you may want to look into installing, and they're going to do things like speed up the files in your WordPress website. They're going to optimize your images for you, and some other cool SEO things like that. But we'll take a look at all of that in the next video. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. If not, go to the next video and we're going to do a hands-on tutorial of all of these things. All right, bye.